Regime that brings to the Indian economy a promise of becoming more competitive with a better tax environment. That, in fact, in cases of conducting business.
We've been used to a certain regime of taxation, which has been there for years and years, so there is a level of comfort that one draws. But at the same time, anything that is new, it creates that nervousness, but it's in the long term certainly going to be beneficial for the economy. In the long term, it unifies the country. It brings in a common tax regime. It prevents any kind of tax evasion or slippages or stuff like that. So it's great for the economy. Yeah, today is really, truly a real big economy the world looks up to. Last real measure that people were talking about was GST. In the short term, very difficult to say what the implication is, but in the medium to long term, definitely it will be beneficial to the economy.
It is an enormous reform. As the Honorable Prime Minister said, it's not only a financial reform, but it's a social reform as well. And we can see that there is a lot of interest, and hopefully that this will be one of those, the really seminal kind of reforms that is done in the country. I believe that this will result in the medium term, not even in the long term, but in the medium term, in bringing down of the taxation rates and better productivity and efficiency in the system. Problems will be there. I'm sure we cannot say that there will be no roadblocks and no obstacles, but I don't think that they will be insurmountable.
I think long term it's going to be very, very beneficial for the entire industry. And we laud the government and, all of the people who've been involved with this. But, there are going to be short-term disruptions because this is not easy implementation. There are millions of retailers, there are thousands of wholesalers, there are thousands of distributors for every company. And all of them becoming compliant, while we've tried to educate as many of them as possible, but it becomes very, very difficult with the width of, the people that we are dealing with. So it is going to create disruptions, certainly going to create disruptions, I think, for the next 2 months.
So that's the big voices of